Please welcome to the show JT and Marilyn Thompson. JT, I can see you are quite the gentleman. I noticed that she got to come out first. Was that planned? Say yes.
Yes, that was
All
planned.
right.
By the way, I love this chair. Could I have one like this for the
Sure.
studio?
Sure, if you want to.
Send it over, will you?
I will. In the morning, you wouldn't fall asleep in it or anything.
Well,
would
you never know. It's very comfortable. I just might.
I know. Look at my chair. I get to sit in this little rinky-dink office chair. You guys brought everything for the guests, right?
Thank you so much. By the way, I want to say, Jason, that for the longest time, I've had the ultimate respect for you until I saw you wearing that Yankees cap in the dance sequence. You know, for someone who was born and raised in New England, that's like heresy. Gee,
I have to tell you, everybody, because I've been wearing baseball hats for a long time, and if anybody knows me, they'll come up and ask me, "Oh, you Yankees fan?" and they'll ask me. I know nothing about the teams. Which, yeah, I have a Detroit hat, I got a Cleveland hat, I got a Yankees hat, so it's just however I feel that day.
Have to get you a Red Sox cap.
There we go.
All right.
I'll wear it. I think I just like the style of them.
That would be great.
All right, now we asked Dean, and so we got to ask you guys. Now, would you rather have the bottle stuck on your fingers or the bucket on your foot?
Go ahead, dear. You first.
I'll take the bucket on the foot. That way you can still grip a golf club.
That's true. Yeah, and then the bucket might even balance you out to give you a. And Marilyn?
I'll take the shopping bag on my arm. Was that a choice?
I'll make it a choice. There, shopping bag. I'll take that too. There you go. I'm with you.
No.
All right.
I'm with the bucket on the foot too. You know, because you want to talk, you want to use the computer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that just makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I think so.
So now, how long have you guys been married?
It'll be 5 years in December.
Really? I got some pictures here. You guys are serious about being happy here, aren't you? Look at this. Now, where's this picture at? We get a shot of that one there.
That was taken on the beach in St. Joe, Michigan. And in fact, I don't think we were married yet at that point. I think that was just before the wedding.
Right.
There's some serious happy going on there, though.
That is
right.
some serious happy there. Or a new coat. We got this one here. Now, this one looks like
I'm trying to take over for John in the studio there, but as you know, it doesn't work. So that was taken in his studio.
And this is the most recent one here. We'll get to one more here.
Oh, right.
This was just taken this year?
This was last year at my son's wedding, the night before.
Now, this picture was actually in color, right?
No, it was not.
It went to the black and white ball.
Oh, no.
No, that's horrible. No, so you guys have been married for 5 years.
Right.
Yes.
Very happy?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Ask us how we met.
How did you guys meet? That's a good question. You want to sit over here? I want to get in a comfortable chair.
We met in John's studio.
Oh, really?
As a matter of fact, I was a guest on his program. I was appearing on his program to talk about the Center for History, where I'm the marketing director. And I was very nervous because I know that John's been on the air for many years and that it's very serious business. But I came in that morning to talk about Christmas at Kopsha Home. And he was so nice and thoughtful and made me feel very comfortable. And that's how we met.
Shortly after that, I was in Jacksonville, Florida with the Notre Dame marching band. I do the announcing for the marching band, and it was on New Year's Eve, and I called Marilyn at 8 o'clock, and we talked until just after midnight. And I knew then that there was something, something special here.
Right. Now, JT, and I think you have this correct, you have the longest running morning show in this area. Now, how long have you actually been doing your JT in the Morning show?
Here in South Bend?
Yeah.
It'll be 30 years, January 1st.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't set you up too much as far as, but I think most people in this area know exactly who JT in the Morning is, so I didn't have to say that. But what got you into it?
Well, years ago, I was living in my home state of Massachusetts and trying to decide on a career, and I heard some of the guys having fun on the air in Boston, and I thought, that sounds like fun. I think I could do that. So let's find a little bit more out about it, and I did, and I guess the rest is history. Started in southern New Hampshire and went from there to Worcester, Massachusetts, and from there to Colorado, from there to near Hershey, Pennsylvania, and for the past almost 30 years here in South Bend.
Now, I mean, I know a lot of radio people do the moving around type of thing, but what was it about this area that kept you here? I mean, 30 years is a long stay in radio, isn't it?
They told me that in 2005 there was going to be this TV show called Night Shift, and have a chance to be a guest.
Oh, wow.
I knew if I waited long enough.
Who told you that? That's pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
Now, you had me on this morning on your morning show. I have to tell you, I'm more nervous doing stuff like that than I am doing any of this kind of stuff.
Oh, that was piece of cake. He was great. He was terrific. We did a little phone interview and a reminder of what was coming up tonight on the show, and it was fun.
Yeah, oh, I had a blast, but I'm sitting down because I have where I do all the stuff for the show. I'm sitting there and you call the people, so I'm sitting there waiting for the phone. I'm like getting everything ready. What am I going to say? JT, okay, 30 years, and show tonight and everything like that. So I don't know how you do that every morning. I mean, you got to get up pretty early, don't you?
The first alarm goes off at 3:30.
And then the snooze for 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, but when I retire, whenever that is, I think I'm going to put that alarm clock on a fence post and get a shotgun and boom, give it a good one.
Right. Now, Marilyn, you like you said, you are the marketing
marketing director
at the Northern Indiana Center for History. How long have you been doing that?
I've been there for 7 years, and it's fabulous. I love history, and I don't think there's anything better than being able to tell people about history and what we do, and help them to feel excited about coming and visiting our exhibits. And this summer we have something for everyone. We have an exhibit on cockpits. It's called At the Controls. The Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum looks at cockpits, and it's traveling. We're so excited. And then we also have a 1920s costume exhibit in the Oliver Mansion. And then we also have Shakespeare on stage, and that's in partnership with Notre Dame Summer Shakespeare Program. So it's a fabulous institution. I love working there.
Right, and a lot of people should just come on out because I mean it's our local history, and it's real close.
You should come.
I should come.
Yeah, I would love
I've been there for the station before,
Oh,
and we did a thing where I had to pick up some old footage that you guys supplied for us.
That's right.
Now, let's say somebody has something that in their basement, they're like, I don't know whether or not this is something that's worth anything. Should they just call you guys?
Yes.
Do you guys get a lot of that?
We do. We get phone calls or people who come in and they say, I found this in the attic, or this is an old photograph, and can you tell me how to help preserve it? And we're happy to talk to people about that kind of thing because we want them to save their history, as well as, in that way we can save our community's history. So it's great.
Yeah, I think just as you get older and older, history just comes alive, I think. I don't know what it is. I think some people get it when they're a kid. But for me, I just, eating everything up, the World War II era, I just love that, the 50s and stuff like that. So I think that's really neat.
I was just going to ask you, what is your favorite era in
history?
history?
Probably late 40s, 50s, coming out of the World War II. And then I'm a huge Elvis fan, so I love all that. I've been down to Graceland to do the Sun studio tour and things like that. So it's great.
Now that's too funny because last year we had an exhibit on World War II, of course, because we were celebrating the 60th anniversary of D-Day, and then this past winter we had an exhibit on Elvis Presley. So you see, we're just for you.
I should have came over and did a segment there.
You should.
I could have danced in the.
Listen, we'll have you over, and you can show everybody.
Sure. Marilyn was a history major at Ball State, and I've been to more museums in the past 5 or 6 years than I ever thought I would be. But I've developed a real love of history in the process. Really, it's great.
Now, JT, I do want to ask you about this. Now, you're an umpire also. Not many people know. Also, I do want to mention this real quick. You're also the voice for the Notre Dame band on Saturdays.
Right.
And then you also do the play-by-play in the ACC for the men's.
Actually, the public address announcing.
Public address.
PA.
Okay.
Right.
And then here's you doing the umpiring, and this is where is this at?
That, I believe, is at Washington High School a few years ago. I got into that. I never played baseball beyond Little League. I never even played in high school, but I always had a love of the game, and when I had a chance to get into officiating, I went to umpire school, trying to learn how to do it the right way, and it's been great. That's been about 15, 20 years or so.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys both for coming on. As always, the time flies away from this, so we had so much more to talk to you guys about, but thank you very much,
Great
JT,
fun,
for
Jason.
having us on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and everybody get on out to the Center for History.